Esports is making hundreds of millions of dollars every year, but how is it Fortnite's best player, Peterbot, is taking a massive chunk of that money? Based off his earnings, he's even making more money every year than NBA players. But to get to where he is, there has been struggles, wealth.
Did you just say no to the kids for $3 after you bought $3,600 sunglasses?
Ego.
You have autism!
Fame. And a lot of hate.
It's Peterbot again. Jesus Christ, bro, I'm getting farmed.
Peterbot's first earnings came from an unusual tournament all the way back in 2019. Fortnite held a tournament called Winter Royale. It was seen as the first chance anyone could make money in a Fortnite tournament, due to the prize pool being spread over thousands of players. Peterbot, while not being that good at the time, made over $600, and shockingly, he was playing on console. But after seeing that he could make money from gaming, it didn't take him long to switch to PC to start printing money. After he switched to PC, Peterbot went on to dominate the Fortnite scene, and 5 of his biggest tournament wins made him over $500,000. The biggest one being $270,000, where he won Fortnite's biggest tournament of Chapter 5. Him and his duo Pio dominated the lobbies and made a performance similar to the World Cup when Bugha dominated everyone and made $3 million. Those 5 tournaments might have paid Peterbot the most, but overall his Fortnite earnings are just shy of $1 million. This is an insane amount of money, but that's not even half of Peterbot's income. Since dominating the Fortnite scene, Peterbot has gained a reputation for himself, which has allowed him to gain nearly 800,000 subscribers on YouTube. With Peterbot being one of the biggest names in Fortnite, he was able in the last 28 days make $10,000 in ad revenue on YouTube. That is a lot, as he hasn't really uploaded that much compared to his usual schedule. In the last year though, where he had many viral videos, he ended up making over $170,000 from YouTube ad revenue. And for his lifetime earnings on YouTube, ad revenue, it said, was around $556,000, which is not so bad, as Peterbot isn't even a full-time YouTuber. Most people think the big money in esports comes from the teams, the orgs, the companies that are spending and earning money from advertising. Peterbot is signed to the Middle Eastern sport team Falcons. In the last 5 years, Falcons have tried to solidify themselves as a big team in the Fortnite space, so they weren't afraid to pay big bucks for new talent. One of Fortnite's best players ever was even bought out of his previous team for $115,000. But Peterbot is a much bigger name, so they were going to have to pay even more. It was never revealed how much Falcons is paying Peterbot, but a CSGO Pro accidentally leaked that Falcons offered him between $30,000 to $70,000 a month. With Peterbot having more or very similar amount of popularity on socials, we can say that Falcons are probably paying him $35,000 a month, and with it being 7 months since he has joined, he has already made $245,000. That's also ignoring the amount he has made from sponsors after joining Falcons. Because there's no information about how much Peterbot makes from sponsors, we can make a guess of it being around $500,000 a lifetime, due to how much views he can get. This is probably a low estimate, but another way he's even making more money is from his Fortnite map. In the last 2 years, Fortnite have been pushing map creators to make Fortnite creative maps using UEFN, which has helped many people make millions. A lot of pro Fortnite players have got involved by paying map creators to make their own map using their name, and that's exactly what Peterbot did with his Peterbot 1v1 map. In the last 30 days, Peterbot has roughly made $20,000 from basically doing nothing other than promoting his map sometimes, and in its total lifetime, the map has made over 133 grand. Another way a lot of Fortnite people make millions of Fortnite is through the creator code system, a way of giving a percentage of what you spend on Fortnite to your favorite creator. If we look at Peterbot's average Twitch subscriptions and the amount of people that play his map, all of which are loyal supportive fans, we can make a guess that over 3,000 people are using Peterbot's creator code, which would on average make him $5,000 a month. And with him putting high viewers for a year or even a bit more, we'll say he's made $60,000. One way most popular esports players are making bank today is by live streaming. But this is where Peterbot makes a massive mistake. Due to Peterbot's love for taking Fortnite so competitive, he doesn't stream much, because streaming can make him play significantly worse. But with the small amount of times he does stream, he gets a high amount of viewers, usually averaging between 8 to 12,000 viewers. If we include ad revenue, sponsors and donations, Peterbot is roughly making $20,000 a month. This number is high, but if Peterbot streams significantly more, he would make a fortune. Peterbot doesn't just make money like everyone else, he also makes bank by being in challenges and gambling his own money against others. For $25,000, he played against popular Twitch streamer Stable Ronaldo. The challenge was Ronaldo had to kill Peterbot once out of 100 1v1s. If Ronaldo failed, Peterbot would make $25,000. Most people would expect Ronaldo, a decent Fortnite player, to get at least one win out of all those fights, but surprisingly Peterbot won every single fight and took home $25,000. That was not the only challenge Peterbot was in though. Lachlan, a popular Fortnite YouTuber, also gave Peterbot the opportunity to make an infinite amount of money. The challenge was simple. For every damage Peterbot was able to get in a ranked game, he would get $1. So if he were to get 5,000 damage, he would get $5,000. And that's exactly what he did. In one 30-minute game, he made $5,000. With all this money being made, Peterbot has gained an ego, and this has built him a reputation, but also probably is going to decrease his viewership in the long run of things. If Peterbot can continue his dominance, he will probably make over $5 million in the next few years, or even more. But recently he's been playing worse than what he usually does. Now he still has been playing good, but is it Peterbot's downfall? We're just going to have to wait and see. And if his ego does not get better, people will stop watching him if that ego isn't justified by him dominating in Fortnite.